Okay, so this looks like we're being told that we've got a rectangle, and a rectangle to me means that we're going to have some 90-degree angles in the corners of that rectangle, and that means that the triangle we're looking at is also a right angled triangle, and we've got lengths, a right angled triangle. This question seems to be a Pythagoras question. So here I am drawing my triangle, marking the lengths on the legs of this triangle. And you'll notice that my right angle is opposite the longest side, which I'm going to call the hypotenuse. Okay, the longest side is always opposite the right angle. So Pythagoras says that the two legs of a triangle's length squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. I wouldn't use a squared plus b squared equals c squared as is often taught, because it matters which one is the hypotenuse. So there I am, I'm filling in the formula. And now, of course, if I square root both sides, then I'm going to get h, which is what they want in this question, the diagonal length, which is the hypotenuse in this case. So the hypotenuse is going to be equal to the square root of 8.5 squared plus 5.6 squared. I'm going to, because I've seen this as a 3-mark question, I'm going to add 8.5 squared and 5.6 squared to get a number, which I'm going to write in my square root, just to make sure that the examiner knows that I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to square root 103.61. Okay, and of course I'm going to use my calculator to evaluate that square root. So if I press the square root button and then press the answer, I should find the length of my hypotenuse. So let's do that. So here's my calculator. I'm going to press square root button and answer, and that's going to give me a long number. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to write down the whole thing, although I don't need to, because the question has told me how accurate it wants me to be. Okay, and that's something we shall look at the very end. So I think the answer is approximately 10.2. And if I look at the question, it says give your answer to correct to one decimal place, so I did the right thing. Alright. In fact, it's probably a good idea to write 1.d.p. at the end of your answer. Anyway, you can see that if you look at the very end, it says that it needed to be rounded to one decimal place. So do that, because it would be horrible to lose a mark. Okay. Also, I would start thinking of Pythagoras as a squared plus b squared equals h squared. Okay, so that's something you can take away perhaps from this question. Right, so it's time to turn to the mark scheme. So here it is. And yes, we can see we've got 1 mark for 8, so 103.61, and then, yeah, 10.2.